We are live. We're live in so many ways. We are live on Instagram. Live. We are live recording. I'm here with Well Dressed.
Hey. Wait,
we got Bonnie and Liz.
Do anything here?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay,
no, yeah, you're on.
Okay,
Test.
Wonderful.
Y'all are looking great. And I was like, do y'all get first dibs from your launches? And you're like, yes. It is so hard to stay in trend. I am telling you what, I am 42 years old and I'm a little bit upset about fashion.
Yeah.
Because it is so exhausting to have to keep up with the trends. Like, I just don't want to do it. I get now why people in their later years of life are like, screw it. I am not changing my style. I'm going to
look like Adam Sandler.
I'm going to look like Adam Sandler for the rest of my days. And I don't even care.
He has a look.
Because, I mean, you know, we had the lowrider jeans in the 90s. And then you go into the skinny jeans, which was such a transition. And then I kind of went into, I don't know, I went into these like ankle jeans or something. And then now it's like barrel jeans and like all this stuff. You got to change your socks. Like, I mean, now you can't wear ankle socks anymore. You got to wear the half ankle socks. And it's like, oh my God, I'm so annoyed. Because
it changes every 6 months.
It changes all the time. So that's where you guys step in because their fashion is always changing.
Yeah.
All these influencers and all these celebrities starting in Nashville have all these clothes that they're recycling. I literally saw Brittany Aldean. She posted something the other day. She had a room this big full of duffel bags. Do y'all work with her?
You want to give us a shout out?
You should work with Brittany Aldean.
We've tried, but she's never done it.
Oh, she had a room this big.
Just text Brittany after and be like, Brittany.
She would have such a closet.
Oh,
and I was like,
people
oh my
have
gosh.
asked. They're begged.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
We'll get it. It'll happen.
I don't know where she sends her clothes because I
don't think she does.
These successful.
They probably just pile up in that room that you saw.
No. She had a duffel bag and she was sending them away somewhere. And I'm like, because all these people who are super on it and like celebrities, they're changing their fashion every, 3 to 6 months?
Yeah.
Or constantly, just ever flowing.
I mean, they're also just getting things sent to them all the time. So there's an excess that happens that is unavoidable.
Yeah.
And mostly well-intended. But like if they get 2 sizes of a dress because they get 2 of them sent to them so that they can find the one that fits, that's great. But one of them is like probably never going to be worn. So what do you do with that?
How much fun is that?
Give it to us.
Wild.
Give it to Well Dressed.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bonnie and Liz have started this incredible company. Well, Bonnie, you started it in 2019 solo by yourself.
I sure did.
Well Dressed Nashville is what it was called.
Was the OG.
And you started it because you went to an influencer's. There's so many influencers
it was like 5
in
minutes
Nashville.
from your house.
Who was the influencer?
At Parlor 3. It was at Hunter Page Salon.
Okay.
So,
and Melissa, shout out to Melissa.
Shout out to Melissa.
Owns Parlor 3. Love Melissa.
Yep.
She's Carrie Underwood's hairstylist and makeup artist. And I love Parlor 3 and Melissa.
They're so great.
So great.
So,
and Hunter Primo, her daughter, is an incredible influencer.
So Hunter was doing the closet sale with like Natalie Kennedy and Alexa England and Cookie.
Oh yeah, who's a great makeup artist.
Who else was? Oh, Anna Grace Newell, who is wild. We love her.
Anna Grace.
Yeah, do you know Anna? You knew Anna Grace.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe
she moved. She's not here anymore.
Okay.
She was wild. We loved her. But so they did an in-person closet sale, and I went, and it was so much fun. And then I was like, oh well, this could be a thing. Like this is a thing, and it is apparently a thing.
Because that was I've gone to a few of those influencer sales too, where it's like they'll combine with several influencers, they'll set up, or like someone like Mallory Urban. Well, she would do her own.
Mallory doesn't play.
Does she work with y'all? Not yet.
TBD.
Okay.
Mallory does her own in person.
I mean, because she's got but if you don't want to like set it all up and do it yourself, I mean, I guess some people,
or if you want people to be able to shop who are not only in Nashville.
Yeah.
All of these girls have
close to your mouth.
Oh, sorry. All of these girls have nationwide like brands.
Yeah,
and so we think it's best to be able to give everybody the opportunity to shop, but that's just our personal opinion.
But that wasn't always the way because in the beginning you did in person too, right?
Well, that was the idea for it to be in person.
Okay, so tell me what happened. You went to the influencer closet sale.
I did it, then I put an event on within 6 weeks.
Did you just go around and like talk to influencers?
No, I did. I had like Natasha Stone King, and Brooke Webb. Those were my like.
I
love Brooke. Were my only 2 influencers in that sale because I had no like. I couldn't be like, hey, give me your clothes. You don't know who I am, and I've never done anything before. So I just asked all my friends who are your most stylish friends who have way too many clothes, and so I did an in-person closet sale with like normal people,
regulars,
the regulars. But it went super, super well, and so then I started planning the next one got a down payment on a place to do it, whatever.
What do you mean a down payment on a
like
place?
put like money down to like rent it
rented a physical space to do the event
for like a live event.
Correct.
Okay.
But then COVID hit.
So you never did the event?
I couldn't.
Okay.
But
kind of COVID worked in your favor for your business, right?
it was the best thing that could have ever happened.
Because you would have
to the
never gone
business.
online, right?
I mean, I think I would have, but it would have taken a lot longer for me
Right.
to do it.
So then you said you had all these. Were you still just doing your stylish regular friends, or were you on influencers?
No, it's that. So I did influencers only for that first online drop.
Okay. And who were your first influencers?
Oh gosh,
How did you find them? What did you say to them?
I DM the hell out of people, and I was just
You ain't scared.
that is something just first to say about me is I do not care. Like
Why would you? You know?
I do not care.
You know, all that people can say is no. And
Or
then when
ignore you.
they
Or
just ignore you.
Ignore
It's
you.
pretty rare anyone ever says no.
We don't get a lot of
Yeah.
no's.
you just
just-
get silence.
They just
Either they don't
into
see
the
it,
void.
Mm-hmm.
because DM world for somebody who has 2 million followers is like
There's a lot happening.
at this point it's a lot better for us to try to find like a connection
Yeah.
through people.
Okay, so you DM'd all these influencers.
I DM'd all these people, and I got like a lot of, I would say like small to mid-level influencers for that first drop.
Okay,
We weren't getting like Kelsey Ballerini,
which we are
which
now.
we are now, but we weren't in the beginning. But I just knew we needed like proof of concept, so I did it. I did it all. I built a website. I was a pediatric
Which
cancer
is still
nurse.
basically the website.
Yeah, it's still basically the website.
You're a pediatric cancer nurse, so that was a whole life.
Yeah, I did that for 13 years.
Wow.
So I had no business background. So I built a website, shot all these clothes on a mannequin, which do not recommend.
Why?
It's terrible.
Like what do you
Shooting
mean
clothes
terrible?
on a mannequin,
Like-
like having to take them on and off and like style them and like make them look cute on a mannequin.
So you think it's better to just lay it flat?
I did. No, we put them on models.
Oh, on humans. Okay,
We put
on
them on
actual.
models.
Human mannequin.
But we're the only resale website who puts clothes on models.
Okay, everyone else just kind of like.
Puts on a mannequin
Oh, okay,
or like a hanger.
or a hanger.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we actually show how clothes fit on a body.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, I think our customers
It
appreciate
definitely helps us sell through.
And you like say this person is a size da da
Yes.
da da. Okay.
model sizes, all that. So I did that first sale. It went really well. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess we're just going to keep doing this. My husband was like, you have to get help.
You were still being a cancer.
I was still a nurse.
So
yeah,
this was just your side hustle.
for a moment. And then it became not a side hustle pretty quickly. And I quit in January of 2021.
You quit being a nurse.
Mhm.
Did you enjoy being a nurse?
I loved being
With
a nurse.
pediatric cancer, though, I mean, that is heart-wrenching.
It is, but it's also like the most fun. Like they were the best kids.
Sweetest kids. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just hearing it makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I loved it.
You did?
I loved it. Yes.
you did. What did you love about it? Sorry, I'm so emotional. And I know you have such an
okay.
emotional story, Liz, too, that you're like resilient and amazing and strong. And you've been through it like
Throw it.
recently because your husband just passed away like
Yes.
last month. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
He did.
Liz,
As Bonnie said, it was unfortunate.
I can't believe you're here functioning.
What are you going to do? Stop?
I'm so
Stop functioning?
sorry. Guys,
Yeah.
I'm already going to
No, it's fine.
I
It's
love
okay.
Carolina.
Life
You know.
is so hard.
It's okay.
It's
Life is
so
hard.
hard.
Life is hard, but it's
Cancer
also
sucks.
fun.
Cancer sucks.
Yeah, cancer sucks.
Ugh.
Yeah. I loved it though because I got to like pour into those families and those kids and like I had
What are those kids like? I mean, because they're
oh my
the
gosh, they're
strongest
the
little warriors.
bravest kids ever. They're the best. They're the
And
best.
those families, and yeah, they're just so strong.
Yeah,
and
they're awesome. And I mean now, yes, there are also always like terrible outcomes, which I have lived through and had to go to many a funeral,
Same.
which I do not recommend. I do not love a funeral for a 3-year-old. But there's so many kids who do well. So like you get to like see them on the other side of it. And like I'm still friends with a lot of these kids who I gave chemo to when they were 10 or 11 and now they're like adults and it's really sweet. So there's good and there's bad.
but you have to be able to like compartmentalize on some level, right? If
Yeah.
you take your work home with you every day,
I'm very bad at that.
I can't compartmentalize.
I was very bad at that. Like the HIPAA thing is not my like strongest. Like
Yeah.
not like being friends with the families and like
but that's what you want when you're going through something.
Yeah.
You want someone to be warm and cozy and like that you can talk to because it's so scary.
I know. So I just did me as
Okay.
a nurse.
Were you kind of ready to leave? Was it wearing on you in a way? Like,
I mean, I think that I did so I did it for 13 years and I think I did it really well. And then I think I was like, okay, I think we can try something else. So it's been so interesting. Like it feels like a million years ago, which it really was not that long ago, but, living a completely different life and being an entrepreneur, which is something I never, ever dreamed of being. I think some people are just born to like, I'm going to do my own thing. Like, I just know I'm going to go do it. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to do it. And I never had that thought. But it just kind of like fell into my lap. And then people just would not leave me the hell alone. They were like, please come get my clothes.
well,
please come get my clothes.
When you're cleaning out your closet, you're like, what do? Do I take this to Goodwill? Do I try to sell it myself? Like, these are great clothes. And you don't want to just like, you throw them out. You want them to go somewhere where they can get a whole nother life.
Well, and that's like the really fun thing I think about what we do and what is unique and different is that all of these girls who we're selling for already have girls who are begging to shop their closets all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing something for your community. You're also doing something for the earth because you're not throwing all these clothes into landfill. And then you're also for the brand is getting a touch point again, right? So they're saying, oh, this is Kelsey Ballerini's closet. Oh, Kelsey loves to wear Boys Lie. Boys Lie then has another moment.
Oh, because
and then people will be like, oh, I didn't get that Boys Lie sweat set, but I'm going to go buy it from Boys Lie full price or like whatever. Like brands get another touch point. So it's just, it works for everything. And then also there's a charity aspect where people donate a portion or all of their proceeds to charity. So like for this last drop we've had, I think over 30 to 40,000 will be donated to charity.
What charity?
So each seller gets to choose. So like Kelsey Ballerini is donating hers to her Feel Your Way Through charity fund. Landon donated to Mott's Children.
Living with Landon?
Mm-hmm.
She's got a good closet.
Landon is our actual queen. We love her with our whole soul. Landon, we die for Landon. We actually do.
She's got a good sell-through rate.
She got a high sell-through rate.
Okay, so what is how do you break down percentages? So like what goes to the person selling, what goes to you guys, what goes to charity? What's the financials?
It's a really pretty straightforward split. It is essentially tiered based on price of the product. But most of it is a 50-50 split. There is a small processing fee per item
so like
sold.
50 goes to the person person selling.
Yep. And
50
then
goes to y'all.
Yep. And then at minimum 5% of what they get will go to a charity.
And they usually donate way more than that.
Most of the time it's more than that. Sometimes it's all of it.
Wow. Okay, so I have a question. Like y'all had Ella Langley's closet and you have Kelsey Ballerini's and you have who's this person? Elizabeth Allen, who has that really cute store. See, this is how out of trend I am. I'm not even like knowing all the
Elizabeth's got the best store.
Yeah,
well, her store is like
sick.
isn't 12 South?
She has a few, but yeah.
Okay.
12 South.
And it's like high end stuff.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
it's a mix.
It's a mix.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a mix.
Okay, so say Kelsey Ballerini is doing her launch, and y'all do 4 a year, you said? Y'all do 4 big drops a year?
Currently, we do 4 big drops a year.
Okay, so you're going around and you're gathering like Kelsey Ballerini, Ella Langley, Living with Landon. I feel like Cassie Kelly just did one.
Yeah, she's done it twice.
Kristen Brust, my friend Kristen did it. Ashley Wilson. So you have all these influencers, celebrities. Can you have a bidding war?
Yes, we
just
do.
did auction.
Because like some people are just going to want to have a Kelsey Ballerini dress because she wore it on her body
Yeah,
and there's
so-
her scent on it.
Yes.
That's correct.
You know, like they
Yes.
just want to like hold this dress.
Just
that
want
was
to touch
worn
and
by
hold
her.
it.
I mean,
Yes.
for real.
Yeah.
So as part of the operational business development this year, we introduced auctions. And generally, I think the rule of thumb is going to be we're going to try to have at minimum 1 auction like closet per drop.
Okay, wait. Explain that.
So at least 50% of a closet of certain people's closets will be auctioned.
Only certain people?
Only certain
because
people
only certain people
can carry an auction.
So like tell me the people. Like
So
done 3.
we've done 3. So far there was Kelsey Ballerini, Claire Kittle, mostly her 49ers stuff that she like wore to games and was photographed in
she
at
married
games.
to
She's married to
Kittle.
George Kittle.
He's a
He's
big
like a very famous tight end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's like Travis
Um,
Kelce
Yes.
level.
Love that.
Yes. And then who was the last one we auctioned?
Ella.
Oh yeah, and Ella. And we have another. We are doing an entire drop. It's small, but it's completely dedicated to Ella, and that is going to be on December 8th to 10th. It's going to be I think it's going to be mostly,
Auction.
if not all, auction. But
it's all stuff she's worn.
She did.
Oh,
she
on
was.
stage.
She was just in the August drop. And her team reached out and asked if we could do another one, and we're like, "Great, we'll see you in 2026." And she was like, "No,
No,
we'll see you. We'll see you in like 2 months." So,
So will all her closet be auctioned?
it'll be all of her closet. It'll be the whole thing will be her closet. It will be most, if not all, auction.
So she could have a dress that say
Yes.
she had a dress that she bought or cost $400, but y'all could actually auction
Correct.
it off for like
Yes.
endless.
Yes.
15.
Yes.
I mean, it could go to whatever.
Yes.
Whatever people
Are
think
willing
it's
to
worth.
pay. But
So
having
the auction is a separate from the closet,
Drops.
the 4 drops that y'all do.
it's part of the we have this auction is separate, but we do incorporate auction into the drops.
And it's just certain pieces
And
that
it's
are
just
up for
certain
auction.
pieces are up for auction, and the auctions will close at a certain time. And then some of the closet will be like you can just purchase immediately, but not all.
Okay, so are people like setting their timers because they're
Yes.
like, okay, this is going
Yes.
on, and so like the first person who buys it, do they get it?
Yes.
Not in auction, but in
Not
normal.
in an
yes,
auction,
in normal
whoever
drop.
bids the most gets it.
Okay,
Yeah.
and is there like a time for an auction? Like, is it like the window
2
closes?
days,
Okay,
usually.
so like when the closet sale drops, it's like you better be ready.
Yes.
But like you,
I mean, we sold. I don't even know how much. Probably over half of the inventory in the first night.
Yeah, we did about a little over 1/3 of the revenue in the first hour for the drop.
For
The
the
drop
drop.
was 4 days. We did 1/3 of the revenue in the first hour.
but so people are having to like power shop.
Yes.
Power.
because-
It's power shopping.
because
It's
no one
called
knows what's
ra-
up there.
It's called race conditions.
race conditions. That's what Shopify.
That's what
calls it.
Shopify told us. It's called race conditions.
because it drops
and it's
like,
our favorite thing.
But like, do you have other like different influencers you can click on? Well, what if you click
Yes.
on the wrong one and you're like, shoot, I should have clicked
Well, you
on
can
that
also
one.
search by item.
You can search
So,
by
like,
item.
people. We do previews before, so people will like make a literal Excel spreadsheet.
I'm feeling nervous. I'm like,
People
I
will
gotta
make
get there.
Excel spreadsheets and they will copy paste item by item. You check out one item at a time so you don't lose things from your cart.
because nothing's in your cart's held.
yeah.
You just have to like go.
I mean, you okay?
But what we say, is
God
if you-
has a plan.
If you miss something, God has a plan.
God has a plan.
On the
That wasn't
clothes,
for
God
for
has a
you.
plan.
even with clothes,
That wasn't for you.
you're right.
It wasn't for you.
you.
You're gonna find something else. Go
That is
look.
so
Go
true.
back. Go shop
has a
more.
plan.
You'll find something better.
Okay, so say this dress. This is from
E. Allen.
E.
Yeah.
Allen. Okay, so say this. I don't even know. Say this costs $400.
It doesn't, but yeah,
Say
sure.
it costs $200.
Sure.
What are you going to sell this for? Like, what can I expect this to
Usually
be?
half off retail.
Half off,
60%.
Typically.
60% off.
60% off retail
So
unless
you can
it's
get
new with
this
tags.
kind of dress
Yes.
for like $60.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
feeling
new with
anxious.
tags.
I'm
New with
feeling
tags
anxious.
starts at 50% off, and if it doesn't have tags, then it starts at 60% off. Generally speaking, there
some things
are
have tags.
outliers.
They've never
we
even
have a
been
lot of
worn.
Like
things with
30%, around 30% of our inventory has tags.
I mean, these girls are getting so much.
They're getting like
volume
full
of
runs
clothes.
of places will send them one piece of each thing they made in every size and color. Okay, like that happens. And so,
fun.
and they're doing it because they know that this person is not going to wear 20 different iterations of this dress, but they also know that she is going to give some away. She's going to talk about it. She's going to try 2 or 3 on in stories. And they want to make sure it's like the cost of goods of manufacture is nominal compared to the markup on fashion in general. And so it makes sense for them to just send more. But then
They want them to have everything they need, so they can.
they want to make sure they have everything they need to do
do their job.
the best job they can
I mean,
do.
it is part of their pay. Like
Yes.
those items are part of their payment.
Yes, but then they have them, and what are they going to do with them?
They have too many clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, we get like, so for example, like Hunter, she probably gives us, and this is not crazy, like 500 pieces a year.
At least.
No, she does not.
At least.
At least.
Because people are sending her all that.
Yes.
So they're not buying these top influencers.
No, they
are
are.
not
They
buying.
are
Some
buying
of it,
clothes.
some of it they're buying.
They are buying clothes.
They are buying things, but they're also having things sent.
Like some things they'll buy and then link. So like they're not getting all of these things for free, but they're like, oh, I really love these jeans. I'm gonna buy these jeans and then I'm gonna link them. But if they can't link them anymore, there's no need for them to be wearing them, if that makes sense.
So what makes someone a top influencer? Like, what have y'all noticed?
That's a great question. I'm going to let you take this for a second.
What are the key things?
Yeah. So
Liz wants to be an influencer now, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I was
her
like,
dream
Bonnie,
life.
the ultimate, like, the only way we have real security here is that we don't the business model is that we rely on them to bring in new customers because it keeps our customer acquisition cost very
Super
low. But the only security we have is if we actually don't need that. So why don't we try to figure out how to do it on our own? And then also we will understand better, to your point, what connects and what doesn't connect, so we can evaluate better, because unfortunately there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's very hard. It's very hard to tell who's going to be a hit.
Right.
I think
there's so many
there's so many bots. There's also, depending on what they are known for, it's like you might be a really great like book influencer, but if we try to sell your closet, we can't. Or you might be a really great beauty influencer, but you're a 00, and so we can't sell your clothes because they're just too small. Like, there's all kinds of issues.
What's the size that's the most sold?
6 to 8. We will sell 100% of everything size 6 to 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
So
the
any
average
6 to 8 influencers out there,
Yeah.
just holla.
we asked ChatGPT on Friday when we were at our spa day, like, who are the top like mid-sized
This was
celebrities?
Ridiculous.
It came back with Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway, Gigi Hadid.
Gigi
We were
Hadid.
like,
Oh, what world are we living in?
Chat.
Check yourself.
Chat got you messed up.
We were like, in what world are these people mid-sized influencers?
Oh my
anyway,
gosh.
it was, but there's a dearth of them. We unfortunately don't make the rules on that, so we have to be creative about how we curate the drops so that we always have some that are like truly very wearable mass sizes. But what makes a great influencer, like by our metric, is essentially someone who can convert people into taking action.
Mm-hmm.
So people aren't just watching them because they're fun and pretty. They are watching them because they actually will, then they trust them enough. I guess it really comes down to trust to take their recommendations. And the prettiest one who has the most followers and the highest engagement is not always the person that gets the action.
Yeah.
So that part, if we knew the answer to that, we would probably be in a different business. We'd probably be in the business of managing influencers. We're getting better at it. And we've created some steps along the way that are a little bit like litmus tests for people who want to sell, so that we're not surprised when the drop happens about who generates the most sales and whose closets are we want to make sure we know what we're getting into. Early on, we had a couple surprises, and that was not awesome.
Surprises
so
are not fun.
We're trying to avoid that. Surprise people you think that are going to hit, and then they do nothing, and you're watching nothing happen.
So what happens when nothing happens for y'all?
We hustle.
We
hustle.
What do you do with
the numbers are lower.
What do you do with clothes that don't sell?
They all go into a second drop. Anything that doesn't sell if you are selling clothes with us, the first time you sell with us, you're required to post. You have to post 3 times.
That's good. Way to tack that one on there, because you need them to announce.
That's how we get that's how we have people shop for the most part up till now.
Yeah.
It only benefits them. So like if they're not talking about their drop, their people are going to want to shop their clothes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So the first time they sell, they have to do that. Then anything that is left over from their closet will go into our next quarterly drop. It goes in at regular price. It doesn't go in automatically at discount or anything. It's the same setup. They do not have to post anything. They don't have to do anything. We will funnel people as appropriate to their closets as much as possible, and then they'll also get commission on all those sales. Then after that, we own everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So it's kind of donated to y'all afterwards if it doesn't sell.
Yeah, but I mean,
we not really donated because we've like photographed it, steamed it, marketed it. So we then take ownership of anything that remains, and then
it's usually very little.
It's not very many things.
I would say we sell through 90 to 95%.
Yeah, it's 5% of a closet.
5%
by the second drop, we're done to about 5 to 10% of inventory, and then I turn those into surprise and delight moments for customers with $7 sleighs, and mark everything down to $7 because we keep all of that revenue, and then you can get whatever it is for $7 if it has made it through 2 drops.
And nobody bought it.
You can get it for $7. And some of those things are really, really expensive, nice things.
Mm-hmm.
So people, the idea though is then people are like, the idea, which we'll see how it converts over time, but the idea is that you're super excited because you got this pair of jeans that retail for $200 for $7.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I got this awesome thing for $7. I'm going back. So that's the idea.
Okay, so y'all do the 4 drops a year, and then when did the $7 sleigh happen?
Those are part of the drop.
Part of the drop.
How long does the drop last?
4 days.
So by the 4th day is the $7 sleigh.
No,
No.
we throw them in.
They start at the beginning, and
They're from the drop before, or the 2 drops before.
yes, and the idea there is that people who have first access to our drops
Can get the sleighs.
can get the sleighs.
They get all the sleighs.
They get all the sleighs are gone within like an hour and a half.
So y'all really don't have extra inventory.
No,
Because
it's
you
not
don't
piling
want-
up.
You don't want to
No.
have all these
No.
clothes.
No.
I feel like that's the trouble with like having a store front and
Yes.
having all these clothes is like
Yes.
you end up having so much.
Correct.
Or even like people who do Poshmark. Like some of these influencers are like, oh, we just do Poshmark. Well, you still have to like have these clothes in your house.
Yes.
And you still have to like pay somebody to do Poshmark for you. And then you have to like individually ship all this stuff out. Like that's a pain in the ass.
It is.
Like that's insane.
Yeah.
You would make as much money almost with usually more with us.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Than Poshmark.
yeah, and the
Overall,
other
from like a
yes.
time perspective.
Yeah.
And like paying somebody to do it. Like that's just
Yeah, the other thing that is very true of our drops, like looking back at all of the sales over the last 18 months, is that if you do your own sale and your own Poshmark, the only people who are shopping that are either people who just stumbled across it because they were on Poshmark looking for a certain pair of jeans and you happen to have those jeans, or people who know you.
Mm-hmm.
If you sell with us, there's like 15 other influencers. So there's like a power in numbers situation.
Totally.
So people go in and they go in because they're going to shop Kelsey Ballerini's closet. And then when they finish getting whatever they're going to get, or they've put all their bids in on the auction, and then they still have access for like 3 or 4 more days,
They're going to snoop around.
they go poke around and
Yeah.
they will. It is very rare that people shop just one closet. It happens, but it's pretty uncommon. It's much more, the standard is they're shopping 2 to 3 closets.
at least.
Do you have to pay to have access to the drop?
You don't have to.
Yeah, you do not have. We
We
highly
recommend it,
Why?
because if you want any $7 sleighs, if you have your eye on anything in particular, if you have your heart set on anything, you need to get a first access
Well, like I
pass.
said, over
First
half
access pass.
half
Okay.
was sold in the first like night.
Oh, okay. So how much is a first access pass?
$10 if you're a first time.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's
That could be your first time.
And $10 for the first like 12 hours for everybody.
Yeah.
So if you're returning and you weren't paying attention,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to pay $25 to $35 depending on the size of the drop.
okay.
Yeah.
But if you're new, or if you just set a reminder and buy it in the first
night.
12 hours
Yeah,
or
we
whatever
put 'em
it
on
is,
sale.
you will get it for $10. So it's not a huge it's not like a huge financial commitment. It's more
I think
about
y'all could charge more than $10 for first access.
we
will.
yeah, I mean
Right
the
now
thing is-
we're
starting
growing.
up.
We're growing the business.
Mhm.
You have to get customers.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
Yeah,
customer
I think-
acquisition.
especially for new customers, it's a big ask to get somebody to fork over $25 or more for something they've never experienced.
Yeah, think like you're having to convince people that they have
Like
to
we
pay to shop.
promise
So
there's
it's like a hard thing for a new customer.
Yeah,
to
I
like
got to
get.
pay to shop.
we promise there's
Yeah.
going to be things in here that make it worth your while.
Right.
It's not a great sales tactic.
10
but
is a
give
lot
us-
more palatable.
give us $10 and you can poke around, and if you don't find anything, at least
You're only out $10.
You're only out $10.
But they're totally going to find things.
They do find things.
Yeah, there's no way you won't.
Yes.
It's insane.
Okay. So, wow, that is so much. Okay.
It's a lot.
I need to
It's a
backtrack
lot.
a little bit because you, at one point, Bonnie, before you guys linked up, you got shut down and you lost all your followers.
So I lost the Instagram in
I mean, how does that even happen? I've
October
never
of
even
2022.
heard of anyone getting shut down from Instagram.
Well,
People get shut down. Who are the people? Everyone gets shut down all the
we have
time.
a
Really?
lot of people who we
Like
know
lose
that
their whole following?
lose their whole following.
What makes you lose your whole following?
So I had just
Also
started
a great question.
a
Yeah.
luxury bag program, which we restarted this year, but started that, and then I ran an ad with Louis Vuitton or Gucci or some of those like actual brand names in the copy,
Like, what do you mean the copy?
like in
the
the
text
like,
of the
the
ad.
text
Oh.
in the ad, and I think that's what did it.
Why?
Because the Louis Vuittons, Chanel's, and Gucci's of the world do not participate or support secondary resale market. They could if they wanted to. Plenty of places have offered them a cut, a slice, like if they want to authenticate a pre-owned bag, for example. They do not want to. They want to stick with primary sales. And so they do not want anything to, they don't want any association So if you say I'm selling a Louis Vuitton bag and people think Louis Vuitton is endorsing this, they will go after you. So Chanel has sued The RealReal like 4 or 5 times now.
So is it like in their contract when you buy a purchase? And
So
you can't say that?
Meta just gets shit from like Chanel and Louis Vuitton.
They're
and
playing
Gucci.
nice with the
They're playing
large
nice.
conglomerates.
But I feel like people talk about it all the time, like things that
You can talk
with name
about
brands.
it. You can talk about it. Probably don't put it in the text of your copy of your ad.
So the ad had to go through review through Meta, and then it just flagged something. I don't even know if a human looked at it. It could have just been flagged in the back end. But instead of Meta being like, hey, you can't do this, they were
Why
like,
didn't they
hey,
talk to you?
let's just cancel your whole account. I don't know. I got a lawyer and everything.
That's a little intense, I feel like.
I
You could easily fix that.
I agree. But they did not care. Marky Z does not care.
Yeah, he didn't care.
With his billions.
Yeah.
He did not care.
Wow, so you got shut down.
But yeah, I mean, but it's the laws around resale are quite stringent. So again, like The RealReal has been sued an innumerable amount of times at this point by LVMH, by Chanel, by a bunch of different places. And then in conjunction with that, there are a lot of other separate laws which are also meant for consumer protection, such as like we can't use Shopify's automatic checkout. We have to have a third party checkout at the moment because we are resale. And
There's a lot of legality.
A lot of legality to it.
Yeah.
So those are and like you can't use Shop Pay, right? Like there's a bunch of things like that are just make it actually harder for the consumer to make the purchase. And theoretically, the reason is they want them to be aware. They want them to really be sure that they make this purchase and they know what they're doing.
But like we make it a very big, it's very important to us that everything is authentic. We authenticate everything. Like that is something that that's a hill we die on. And so I think from a customer standpoint, that's something that's really important too for them. Is that we know that everything is real.
Yeah.
When we sell it.
But you were going to quit, Bonnie. You did quit.
I did. I
You said, "I
closed
can't do this
down the
again."
business. I super quit.
Because why?
I was just so tired. Like this business there's a lot of moving parts to this business. More so than even just like a true retail business. Because everything is a one-off. So we have 4,000 things in this last drop. For now. 4,000 things in this last drop, and every one of them has to be touched, put into the back end, photographed. Photos have to be edited. Photos have to be matched.
Put up on the
Everything
website.
has to be put on the website. Everything priced, hung, steamed. So like,
and then like to buy them, like that's a whole process to
shipping it all out. That's what we're
Yeah.
doing this week. So like we're shipping 4,000
It's
orders.
just so much energy.
That's a lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
Yeah.
And so then when you got shut down, you're like, I cannot.
No, I kept going. The Instagram got shut down in October 2022. I restarted. The Instagram had the most successful year in the business in 2023. I think we closed at like 425,000 in revenue. And then I was like, no, I'm done here.
Why?
I was just so tired. I just couldn't do it anymore. I was doing it by myself, and then I had a full-time employee, but like 2 humans doing this was not enough.
Do y'all have a lot of overhead?
No.
That's good. So you kind of make a lot of the revenue.
I mean,
We have a 25 to 30% net profit margin.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, right?
That's very
yeah,
good.
it's good.
Yeah. What is your overhead?
I mean, what is it encompassed in the
Yeah,
overhead?
like what's
Commissions is the biggest.
Commissions.
But isn't that the 50% that just goes out?
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's still like, I mean,
Overhead.
it's expense.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Commissions, rent on a space, basic insurance as mandated by the government, small accounting firm, 1 employee who is not technically an employee. If anyone is watching, she is a contract worker, and then contractors.
Okay.
Those are our overheads.
Okay. So how did you guys meet? Because you quit and then y'all.
did.
We knew
We
each
met
other
before
before she
that.
quit.
Okay. How did y'all know each other?
When I moved to Nashville, I sent an email out to my whole Gmail contact list. Like literally everybody. If you like got like my real estate broker from 2003 in New York got an email from me.
You're in New York City.
I was in New York City for 20 years.
That's a different life.
Yeah, it was.
Did you love it?
Yeah, it was great. I'm glad to not be there at the moment, but I had a really, really good time there.
And your husband was, what was his career up there?
He was an investor. He worked in private equity and he worked at hedge funds. He did
like Wall Street.
That's like PE groups are not exact. They're not really Wall Street. They're like people who do longer term investments. PE usually is for companies that are more established. It's not venture. It's usually more established places that need cleaning up and have a lot of potential.
Okay.
But aren't fresh onto the market.
And you were like in celebrity journalism, is that
I was a celebrity journalist.
What does that mean?
I like wrote for the New York Post and Us Weekly and People Magazine. So
she's interviewed
like Carrie Bradshaw.
She's interviewed.
I did a lot of that.
Who
for a
have you
long time.
interviewed that was your favorite?
And
then who was a surprise?
You liked Hugh Jackman, right?
I liked Hugh Jackman.
Oh, I love Hugh. Was he great?
Yeah, he was great.
I mean, he's so
Snoop
great.
was great.
Snoop. I feel like Snoop is like pure
George
love.
Clooney was great. Like the
Okay.
super big stars are very nice. The mid-level people are nasty.
Why?
Because
they're still clawing their way to the
like,
top?
yeah, kind of. It's just they're boring.
They want to be something that they want people to think they're great.
Yeah.
You gotta be a total asshole.
Yes, basically. But I was doing that anyway. But I met Bonnie because I sent this email out and said, "Hey, I'm moving to Nashville. And I don't know anybody there. I have no friends. Does anybody have any friends there, or know anybody who might have any friends there?
Are there any friends available?
Yeah, yes. And I went on a bunch of friend dates with people, and
that
one
fun?
of them, yeah, it was fun. I mean, I ended up being friends with all those people. And one of the girls that I went on a friend date with was like, "You should meet Bonnie." So then we got set up.
I love a good friend date.
Yeah.
'Cause when you're married in your 30s and 40s, you're not trying to date for
Yeah, no.
love. Yeah.
Well, I am now.
Oh my
But
gosh.
Yeah, we went to Soho House and it all
Okay.
started there.
so we went to Soho. Yeah, we went to Soho House, and then I was working at in between celebrity journalism and this. My husband had an idea for a company, and essentially the short version is couldn't find anyone to actually run it because he kept hiring. He was a Stanford Business School guy, and he kept hiring more people like that. None of them wanted. It was actually a sales job, which is like what Bonnie is doing now. It was actually like a lot of outreach to be rejected. And they didn't want to do that. They didn't. They were like too fancy for that. And so I was fine. We kept putting our own money into this business. And I was like, this is so annoying. Like, I'll just do it. So I did. And then I ended up quitting. I did it as a side hustle for a year. We did about $500,000 in sales. It was a Broadway ticketing company. And then that's when he was like, why don't we just raise money and you can just quit your other job and do this? So
Did you want to quit celebrity journalism?
I mean, I was really good at it and it was very easy for me. So that was fun. And I had a great schedule, but the only way for me to move up in the ranks was to go be like a staff. Like the higher up you get, the further away you get from the actual interview. Like nobody wants to do that part because that's the part where you get like told you're an asshole and go away all the time. But I liked that part. Why? I thought that part was fun.
You can handle it?
I just thought it was fun to like be the one who got the information.
Yeah.
Right? Like when you finally get the source that will tell you what actually happened at this party, it like feels really good. But that's not how you move up in that world. I also didn't see that. I didn't look ahead at like the future of celebrity magazines and say like, wow, this industry is taking off. I should tie my chariot to this. Like they've all
closed.
They've all basically closed except two. So anyway, I went and ran this other company and we raised money and we sold to a larger ticketing platform called Today Tix in 2021. And then I got to Today Tix and I was like, I literally have never hated a group of people more in my entire life than the C-suite at that company. It was horrific. I am so happy I do not work there anymore. Okay. So my whole team kind of felt that way. We all went over there and I was working remotely. I was the VP of brand and comms for the entire like parent company, which was doing about $300 million in revenue a year. And I hated it. So I started like consulting for Bonnie and Well Dressed with my best friend who had also worked at Today Tix with me and also hated it. And so then when Bonnie closed, I already like knew a lot about the business because I had done like real math on it. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, this is so stupid. Like
she kept saying, you're so close. You're so close.
Yeah, you're so close.
You're so close. And I was like,
don't quit.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. Yes. Because I had been on like the opposite world, like opposite day where I had gone and like I had a company that, had done, we weren't huge. We were at like a 7 million run rate when we sold, but like annual, but, it wasn't profitable. Like the business was losing money every month. There was a path to profitability, but we weren't there yet. And then I was hanging out with all these other like fancy founders who were part of like, who had Morgan Stanley as an investor, who were part of this incubator. Nobody made any money. Most people didn't even have customers yet. So I don't care what your company is valued at.
If you're not making money.
If you don't have any customers, it's not a business yet. It's an idea.
Yeah.
So when Bonnie was like, I'm going to close, I'm like, but you did like, you did $470,000 last year by yourself. Like,
you're rocking.
Like, you just need more help. You just need like more ideas for how to scale this. Yeah, literally. We went to lunch and I was like,
we were in Alice Beach at George's. And she's like, what?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like maybe you just need like someone to help you with operations and scaling. And she was like, I don't know about that. I don't know those people. I'm like, I literally,
I'm like right here.
I literally just did that.
I'm like in front of you.
I literally just did that. So I think I could do it.
Hi, I'm the one.
And she was like, anyway, we just like moved on. Anyway, that was like, I mean, she didn't say again, like,
you just
no one says no, but no one says no to you. She didn't say no. She just said nothing. We just moved on.
And you said you took like 6 months off to read books and just then you got bored?
I literally sat and read ACOTAR. And like, oh my God, it was so good.
Okay, did you read Fourth Wing?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Everyone loves ACOTAR, but I got bored with ACOTAR.
Okay.
Do you?
My best friend was like that too. She loved Fourth Wing more.
Do you like ACOTAR or Fourth Wing more? Zayden, come on.
I mean, okay, probably Fourth Wing.
I've never had a book boyfriend in my life, and I was like, how is this even possible?
I read it. I read Fourth Wing, and I was like, what is this shit?
Did you not die?
No, not
she
for me.
Didn't like it.
So
she didn't like
hot.
it.
It was fine.
It was good.
I'm not like, I don't want to like read my porn. It's not for me.
Do you like sexy shows? Where do you like to get your?
No.
She likes making money.
I like making money.
That's where she gets.
I do. I really like making money.
Yeah. That's a good. That's
yeah.
Good.
That's really what.
That's the
vibe.
Yeah. So anyway, I was like, you should work with me. By the way, my husband.
I already knew he was sick.
She knew he was sick, but I was like, by the way, my husband, like his whole career has been.
Oh, you were telling
like taking over smaller companies, growing them, and selling them. Like that's literally why we live here. We lived here because he did that with a company, and it got big enough that we did not want to pay New York City income tax on a sale, so we moved. So I was like, you get both of us for now, like not forever, but for a little bit, you get both of us, and he'll help, and we can make all these, we have all these contacts from him, and I can go back to all the people that gave me money for my last business if we wanted to raise and be like, this one makes money. What an idea! Would you like to put money in this one? So that was kind of the pitch, and then Eric did like crazy like McKinsey level diligence on the business. We went and saw her office. We went and saw the setup. He wrote up a report. We did all the number. Like it was.
He did an overhaul. Like
we did
months.
Yeah, months.
Wow.
Months overhaul.
But after knowing Eric for a year and a half, him actually like putting his name behind the business is honestly one of the best. Like the nicest things that anybody's ever done, because he was
hardcore.
He was a tough cookie.
He was
to
hardcore.
Impress.
Yeah, no, he was hard to impress. Very hard to impress.
Okay.
He had seen it all.
But then he obviously thought this was a great profitable business.
I mean, we were sitting at the table in our kitchen, and I was like, he was like, how was lunch with Bonnie the other day? And I'm like, it was good. And he was like, did you talk to her about Well Dressed? Is she planning to sell it? Is she like, what is she going to do? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, maybe she can come work with you. And I was like, it just seems like it's so close. And he was like, do you want to just buy it? I was like, maybe. Let's talk to her and see. And that's kind of how it happened.
Yeah, it took a while, but I came around.
Okay.
Eventually.
Okay. And so then what has your journey been like? Because you've been on it. When did he get diagnosed?
I mean, he was diagnosed a long time ago. Well, relatively speaking.
Was he able to, like,
he was.
Remission?
Yeah, I mean, he was never in remission. It was never like an attempt to get him into remission. He was extremely private about it. He did not tell anybody.
Really?
No one. Zero. Like nobody. And so I couldn't tell anybody.
Wow.
I had told Bonnie. I had told 2 people in Nashville. Only 2.
Like his whole journey, he
Correct.
didn't tell anyone?
Correct.
Was he doing like chemo and things?
No.
He didn't.
He was on a drug.
He was on a drug.
Stabilized.
He was on a drug that like stabilized it for a long time and way longer than we thought. So like when he was diagnosed, our children were 3 and not even 1. And he was working on a deal that he really wanted to close, and it was like very sudden and out of nowhere. So it was really like that. And they told me he was going to be like dead in 6 months. So that was like and it was COVID, and I was running a Broadway ticketing company. So like Broadway was
breakdown.
No, Broadway was closed for like 19
Anyone
months.
would.
I feel like you're
Normally
very
would.
strong, Liz. Like,
She-
you are
I
a
just
very
was
strong
like
person.
had therapy and Zoloft, and I was like, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do. This is not what I wanted, but we'll just make it work. So when the drug started working, and then it just kept working, it was so great that even now, like, yes, I'm very sad, and I have moments where I'm like super sad, but overall, it's an actual miracle.
You
Like,
got more years.
how long he lived and how well he lived. Like, nobody knew he was sick.
was he? Was he like?
He was like basically functional until last fall. And then
Mm-hmm.
he kind of started having trouble walking. And, you know what, kind of a bunch of other complications kind of started coming up. The drug essentially stopped working. And then once that drug stops working, there's not really a good alternative. Like, then you sort of just die. So that is what happened. But mercifully, like, he was not somebody who was going to be good having intensive treatments. It's not what he was.
He was a princess.
He was not built for that.
Mm-hmm.
So he got to like live totally normally. He never told the children he was sick. I mean, he never did any of the things that he didn't want to do. Nobody was surprised when Eric died from cancer except Eric. Like,
Eric was the most surprised.
'Cause he thought he was
he
gonna-
gaslit himself to the grave, literally.
Yes, he did. And honestly, like, good for him.
Yeah.
I feel like the way that you are able to speak about this, though, it feels like maybe it is sort of a blessing to be able to have this miracle of the longevity, but then to prepare. Like, did it help you to be able to prepare?
I mean, I guess, like.
How old are
I
your
don't
kids
know.
now?
They're 6 and 9.
Was he able to like tell them before he passed?
He did not
No.
tell them.
No.
He did not think he was dying. He was
He
not dying.
Did
So
not.
how did your
He died, for context, he died on our living room sofa. Because
Yeah.
he was not going to go into he was
just sleeping?
just hanging out.
He was just hanging out.
He was just hanging out.
So
He was not gonna
So
die.
the kids never knew.
I told them.
Was
and I
he
didn't.
able?
I told them and did not tell
And
him.
said, "Hey
that I
guys,
told
Dad
them.
doesn't like talking about this."
Yeah.
Was he able to like have a conversation with them or anything before?
No,
So
No.
how did they?
he did none
handle
of
it?
that. I did that. I did that, and I said, "Hey, he doesn't really want to talk about it." And my son said, "I get that. I would not want to talk about that either." And I said, "Okay."
So how did they take it?
I mean, kids are so resilient.
Yeah.
So that's
going back to being kids. Being
like
resilient.
that's the other thing about like, I do think that people are extremely surprised that like I went back to work the day after his funeral, and like the kids went back to school, and we just kind of picked up where we left off. But I don't know what the benefit is of not doing that, frankly. Like, being in a routine, having your friends around, like, all of that feels helpful versus like sitting at home and being sad. It's like, I can be sad anywhere. I might as well be sad doing inventory than sad just in my house. So, but the thing is, like, I think my one really big fear was that the kids were going to just fall into a million pieces and I wouldn't be able to fix it. And like, no amount of help would be able to fix it. Like, how do you recover when you're a 9-year-old and your dad dies?
Yeah.
And so when they didn't, like, at least they haven't, when they kind of just like, Benjamin was like, "You going to learn the rules of soccer?" And I was like, "Yes, I am. I sure am. I'm going to drive you to all those games.
Soccer mom.
I am going to be a soccer mom. We're going to do this." As soon as like that was okay, it was like such a huge relief also that, again, like, people who are like, "Oh my God, how are you not in a million pieces?" I'm like, my children are fine. So like, my children are fine. What is there to be in a million pieces about?
Yeah.
But you have a very strong personality, because I
True.
can see this about you, because I'm in a million pieces about everything every day. Like, I literally just fall to a million pieces just walking out my front door. Like, I don't know how to stay in one piece. So like, you are built differently. Like, you are
I think a little bit.
yeah.
You are.
Yes, you are, which
A
is
little bit.
It's incredible. It's an amazing thing. Like, so what is grief to you? What is your grief journey? Like, how do you process it? Where do you put it?
I like
Yoga.
Yeah, I
That's a great place.
exercise.
Are you a crier?
A crier?
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay.
I cry, but not like
Yeah,
I'm not like I'm not crying doing a podcast.
She's
You're
not
just, like,
falling apart.
sobbing.
No, like when they called me to tell me that the scans weren't good, or that, I mean, I already knew. It wasn't like surprise. It was only a surprise to his neurologist, but that's a different story. So when the scans came back and they weren't good, like, you know, I spent like a day and a half in the warehouse just like crying, organizing stuff with my mom was in town by chance. So we just like stayed in the warehouse and organized together. But like, I went to a bar mitzvah over the weekend and like I was very sad at the bar mitzvah because I was like, oh, I'm going to be up there by myself. Like it's the parents go up and they read letters to the kids and they have to do all this Hebrew reading with the children. And it's like it's a big moment for your child when they turn 13 in Judaism. And you read these like really meaningful, long speeches to them that you write. And the dad writes one and the mom writes one. And I was like, well, dad didn't really get around to his. So I will be doing that by myself. And that was like very sad. But like I was just like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for my friend. I'm here for her son's bar mitzvah. I'm going to like be on the dance floor. I'm going to get the older people up dancing. Like we're just going to do it. And then when I left the next day, then I cried like at the airport, you know, just like.
You're so strong, Liz.
I just try to organize it.
She organizes her grief.
I mean,
it was a big week because I was also very sad because we hit all these really good numbers and Eric would have been like, he would have been calling all his friends. Like he always talked to them about the business. And he would have been like calling everybody. He would have been like, he was my biggest cheerleader and Bonnie's too, really. And so that was like sad. Like it was sad not to be able to tell him. So that on the heels of then going to the bar mitzvah, like at the airport in San Diego, I just cried and ate like 2 cheeseburgers. And then I was fine. Then I was okay.
Gosh. We do cope with you babies.
We do cope with you babies.
You eating you babies?
You guys are amazing. The way y'all process these really big things. I'm like sitting here in awe because like I'm over here bawling for your life and y'all are just like handling it.
No, but if you had to do it, you would.
Yeah, you have
like
to.
That's the thing. It's like, I think it's easier to be. It's like there's like a meme that's like when people say like you're so strong. It's like thanks, I had no other choice.
Right,
like
right. Totally.
That's what I had to do.
It's just you just do. But really, if my kids were having a harder time, I would be stressed.
Did you and Eric have like a closing conversation? Like, did you
No, ma'am.
So there's no wrap up. He was like, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive.
He was alive.
So he was living to his fullest.
Mallory Irvin living.
Yeah, no,
fully.
He could be a sweatshirrt.
That's really amazing.
He
was not like, drowning in his
we had to
own
pick.
sorrow.
It was like he either was gonna. I could either force him to look at it and talk about it and face it, and then he would be miserable, and maybe it would have been nice. But would I rather have spent the time? The other alternative was just pretend it's not happening, continue to pretend it's not happening,
and live.
Spend all your time the way you would spend it otherwise, and then he just dies.
Yeah.
And then no, you don't get closure, but it's like that kind of is my closure.
Yeah.
I mean I feel like the ask he made of me was quite large.
What was the ask?
I mean, we never spoke about it. I was not allowed to tell anybody except I told Bonnie because I didn't know we were going to be business partners. I told her when we were just friends, but I reminded her when we were going to be business partners.
Quick reminder,
that's still going to happen.
Yeah.
But I managed, he never went to a doctor appointment. He never sat in on a doctor appointment. He never heard any of the actual words or news with a few exceptions. I did. So
he just didn't want to know. He didn't want it in his brain.
He said he could not handle it. So he would go to the scans and I would go to all the appointments. I managed all his medication.
And then you just got the medication updates and
I was like, put it on his little thing for him. This is everything you're taking. These are the days you're taking it. Like he never.
I want to cry because you're such a good team. That's so sweet.
He just didn't participate at all. And he didn't want to tell anybody. And he wanted to he didn't
want people just sitting around feeling sorry
for him. Correct. And he wanted to die he didn't want to die, but on his own terms.
He wanted to live on his own terms.
He was like, I'm going to die at home. Like, it was like, he's not going into the hospital. He was like I at least knew what he wanted, but it was like, he wanted to be at home. He did not want hospice. He didn't want to be in the bedroom. He was going to be in the living room.
So was he sleeping on the couch?
Yeah. He died on our sofa. He was like turning on, he was like pretending to watch sports or whatever. It was like, he was not when the hospital bed showed up in our room, he was like, I'm out of here.
I'm not getting
that is not for me.
That's not for
you guys are wrong.
I love Eric.
But it was like, after he passed, there were people calling that were like
friends, very good friends of his who had no idea
that
he was sick. No idea.
People had seen him 2 weeks before. And they were like, what,
and
Liz?
This just happened last month.
2 months ago. But I had to call people and be like, Eric didn't get back to you because he died. And they were like, what? And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
That was not.
And they were like, what?
Yeah.
What?
And they were like, I can't believe he didn't tell me. And I'm like, he literally didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
So how is your new normal?
I mean, it's not that different than it was before. I was doing a lot of caretaking of him and a lot of management of various external things that I'm no longer having to manage, including like with the children. So, work, friends. I'm forcing myself to go to at least 2 social events per month, which I never enjoyed and continue to not enjoy, but I go.
Yeah.
I have fun for like brief times while I'm there, but I have a limited interest in
And I want to go to all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. This
So
week
y'all
we
are
have
totally
2.
into each other's
This
yang,
week we
aren't
have
you?
2.
100%. Yeah, we say she's the black cat to my golden retriever.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It
a
works
good
well.
combo, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we think so.
All it's got to do is work for y'all,
Yeah,
It
we
works well.
try. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, that's an incredible story, Liz. You're an incredible human. What
Thank you.
a journey you've been on. I mean,
It's been wild.
Seriously,
It
life
has been
is
wild.
so insane.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, it was crazy.
So now you're just doing it. Just doing it.
Yeah.
Just doing the thing.
Correct.
Okay. Oh,
And growing a business. And
growing a business. And
raising
Bonnie,
kids.
I need to hear about your story because you said
Oh
you
my
have an incredible
gosh.
adoption story,
Oh, gosh.
which
this
I
is wild.
love.
Oh, well, buckle up.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so my husband and I always wanted to adopt. It was
Always,
just something we
on
were
your heart.
passionate about. We didn't have like issues with fertility or anything. So had 2 boys. They were 22 months apart. And then we were like, okay, when they were like 3 or 4, we were like, okay, I think we're going to adopt. I didn't love being pregnant anyway. So like, I was like, okay, we'll just bypass that again. So we got with an agency, and with this particular agency we were with, they were like a year behind on showing your book. So like you had to wait for people who were before you to get your book shown, if that makes
So
sense.
the book is just who you are.
As like a couple. So like it took about a year from us starting to get our book shown
Okay.
to a potential like birth mom.
So the birth mom gets to pick.
Birth mom gets to pick.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first birth mom who saw our book chose us, which was awesome. So she was in Boston. She was having a baby girl. We only wanted a girl. That was the choice. No. But so we never met in real life, but she talked to me. We talked all the time, blah, blah, blah. Well, then the birth dad decided, hey, I'm not going to sign papers. And in different states, there's different laws. And so we were not interested in like a legal battle, just because especially domestic adoptions are so risky. They fall through a lot. It's very common with domestic adoptions. Some aunt, grandmother, someone comes
Family
out
member.
and is like, I'll keep the baby. Like something happens and they fall apart. So, which is fine. Like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think it's just going into a domestic adoption. You have to know, hey, the first one, second one, third one might not work out.
Okay.
It's just kind of
And
normal.
that's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it's definitely something you have to be okay with doing. The take that we tried to have was that like we wanted to love the baby as much as the birth mom, and if that was something that was best for that family, then that was what was best for that family, right? So the day after that adoption fell through, I got a Facebook message. So weird, the day after, but the day after, I got a Facebook message from this woman.
God has a plan.
God has a plan. Woman who was like, hey, my name is Ruth. I think I'm having your baby.
I think I'm having your baby.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Did she know you were in the agent, like applying and all that?
So we did a adoption fundraiser through Both Hands, which is a local charity here, but they do nationwide, like funding, help families get funding for adoption because it's so expensive.
It is so expensive.
So expensive.
What is it like? What
30,
to
40,000.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So we did this fundraiser. So she saw our profile on their website. And so she apparently stalked us for a while. And then she reached out and she was like, I think I'm having your baby. And my husband was like, this is a scam. And I was like,
I'm with Scott.
Yeah.
We were wrong. We would have been wrong, but
I was like, here's our baby's coming. And he was like, So I DM'd her back and I was like, okay, my number is blah, blah. So then she called me and we talked and she was like, I'm Ruth. I'm 42 weeks pregnant. I'm 42 years old. I had a baby when I was 13. She had a baby when she was 13. And then she also had another baby like 10 years later than that. And then she had Witten. And so she was like, I just cannot do this again. Like, I am too tired. And as we are now all in our 40s, can you imagine like having parented your whole life and then getting pregnant at 42?
13.
Yeah, since you were a child, basically. Yeah. And so she was like, I can't do this again by myself. And I was like, let's go. So Witten Bennett Kirby was born on June 12th, 2018. She had a heart defect that we did not know about. We discovered that when she was born. And Ruth kind of had a freak out moment. And I was like, girl, I'm a pediatric cancer nurse. I think it's going to be okay. So
you're the perfect one.
It's going to be fine. So she came home with us. She's been at our house since she was born, but we have had like a super open adoption with Ruth.
No way.
Yeah. So, oh God, here she goes. She's going to cry for sure.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah, you're going to really cry. So all my kids call her Mimi. And
so Ruth gets to know Witten?
Ruth, I mean, she's part of our family. So like Ruth has like babysit.
I can't handle
so
it.
many tears.
Right? I love it so much.
I
love it so much.
I can't help it.
This is a great story. So Ruth like
happy
babysit.
story.
So the week we got home from the hospital, Ruth came over, babysat all our kids so we could go on a date. That's like who she is. So I'm like, you were just like, I gave birth, ma'am. What are you doing? But she's like, y'all go on a date.
Because she wants to know her, but she just couldn't handle
She just couldn't do the like raising.
Oh yeah,
the whole thing.
The kid. Yeah,
the whole thing. So like, she has kept our kids when we go on trips. All of them. They all call her Mimi. She gets them all birthday presents, Christmas. She Witten spends the night at her house like once or twice a month.
Witten feels so loved. Because she gets to be raised with you guys.
Witten's rotten.
And then she has Mimi.
She's got Mimi.
Does she know Mimi's her birth mom?
Yeah, she's known since she was born.
Oh my gosh.
So we did like maternity photos with me and Scott and Ruth. And like those are all in her room. I know. I'll just send you a photo.
But who you guys are, y'all's heart is so pure and so open. Wow. Like, not everyone can be that way.
Yeah.
You know? Not everyone can like be that.
Yes.
But you truly were here because you just felt the love. We felt called to have another baby, but it's not like you needed this baby to be like just like
yes. And I think that is something like with our story that I hope that people hear is that I think a lot of people do take that stance and they're like, oh, like even with like a closed adoption, they're my child. Like I don't want, but our stance was, well, we want as many people to love her as possible. And yes, we had a really great situation. And like there's some situations that are not as clear cut. If that makes sense. So like there could be addiction or there could be like
or even just like I have two adopted siblings and one of them was adopted from like the girl was in high school who had the baby. And it's like, I think for a high schooler, I think it could be hard to compartmentalize in the way that Ruth at 42 was like, I can see you this weekend and I can send her back to you and then you can make whatever rules you want and like it'll be fine versus I think at 15 that would be really hard.
It would be tricky.
It would be hard. Yeah, not impossible, but like I do think there's an element that comes with having. I don't know the statistics, but my guess is it is unusual for a 42-year-old woman to give birth and put it up for put the child up for adoption.
Not as common.
Not as common. Mm-hmm. And so you have someone who's a little older with a little more perspective.
Yeah, totally.
I do think there is something to be said though for like the idea of adoption to become more of an open thing because all of these kids are all like, if they don't have that, you see them going into adulthood like, who am I?
Yes.
Where did I come
from?
Then
we have this big
identity crisis.
Yeah, and then you also have these big. I mean, it was kind of unavoidable with my sister's adoption because the girl was so young and like didn't want to. She was like, take the baby out.
Like I don't anything to do with this.
Like because she just couldn't handle. Young. Not because she was mean.
Right.
She was like, I literally. She was like Eric with can't. Like I can't handle this. Please take it away.
Totally.
But at some point, I think when my sister was around like 14 or 15, she was like I want to know who my mom is and where I came from. Like, and there was like it was like this huge deal. It was so like out of proportion. She went and had lunch with her. It wasn't like,
but it was just such a huge moment. Such a buildup.
Such a buildup. And then I think ultimately, she would agree with like, not like a letdown, but it ended up being good because she was like, oh, I'm kind of glad I was
right.
adopted. This seemed better. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
but she did go to lunch and like the mom had her other 2 children with her who she hadn't put up for
yeah.
adoption. And I'm
It's
like, oh, maybe
hard.
don't bring them for the first meeting. I don't know. But
It's
that
heavy.
part is difficult.
That's
Yeah.
heavy. That's
yeah.
heavy.
But it also probably is helpful, Bonnie, to know what the birth mom is like.
Yeah.
Like personality wise, like all the things you can't predict necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all have just had this beautiful relationship the whole time.
Yeah, it's been pretty great.
Is it awesome?
We love her. Yeah. No, she gets away with a lot of things at Mimi's house.
Yeah.
So when she comes home, she's a little rotten. It's like saying kids to her grandparents.
Yeah.
Like Mimi doesn't say no a lot. So like Mimi is like she's living her best life at Mimi's house.
Yeah.
So like she did a full on face paint last week at Mimi's house. Like she looked like, I was like, okay, Whitten, you got to come home. You're rotten though.
Oh my gosh, you guys, y'all are incredible. The
We got-
two of you together, the life, the journey, the business.
It's the whole thing, girl.
It's a whole thing. And y'all's attitude. Y'all are just strong women.
If you're gonna build a business, and
Yeah.
you gotta be tough.
Yeah.
But y'all have such grace and humor, and like y'all are so like just fun and just doing it.
I just think if you're not like, you have to spend so much time at work in your life, you better find something and people that you like working with. If you do not like, there is plenty of opportunity if you do not like what you're doing or where you are to go find something else or go do something else or go build something else. And I do think if you're someone who's like if you're somebody who likes to build, you are never, ever going to be happy working in a salaried job somewhere else. Yeah. So, I at least knew that much. So I never took one of those like jobs as an editor because I had a lot more autonomy just being a reporter. But if it's like if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. Like if it is not something that you think about all the time, every day in the shower, like texting your friends at random times, what if I did this? Then like, don't do it.
Yeah, and that was
not worth
with
it.
Restarting the business. Like the business would not leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like sellers were like, I know you could, but like if you
just
could really
start back
just
again?
start this back up, that'd
Yeah.
be great. And I like nobody would leave me alone. And I was like, oh my God, fine.
Great though that there's such a need for this, you know?
Yes. And we've just like basically touched the surface.
You're just getting started.
We just are getting started.
Well, Dress is just getting started.
We just started getting closets from different cities. So
so now we're
we've got-
worldwide, baby.
we're worldwide. We got closets from LA and New York, but
Can you talk about who you did? Didn't
Yeah,
you
sure.
like Patty?
Patty Stanger, she's wild.
The
Millionaire matchmaker.
I love her. She wears heels every day.
Oh, Patty's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, I
She
know.
does.
Her show was like I loved watching her show. I don't
her
know if it's
show is
still
great.
out there.
Patty is everything that you think Patty is.
She's just exactly the same. There was no like,
Yeah,
she
which
was
I
not
love
like
about
turning
her.
it on. She just, that's who
That's
she
just
is.
who she is.
That is who she is, and I love that. I love an
that.
authentic human.
I love an authentic human.
Mhm.
Yeah. Though Bonnie did pass her off to
I
me.
did.
I
She was the
managed
only
that one.
that I passed off.
Lot of energy.
I manage all the like sellers. Like I do all the seller acquisition. I do all of that. And then, but she was better suited
I
with
feel like
Liz.
you're good for a big personality, Liz, because you're so like grounded and level.
She would just like call and scream. And when she was done screaming, I'd be like, well, so I think they should be this much. And she'd be like, well, calm down. It was fine.
She's
I
a
got
dog.
this.
She's got a big bark.
Yeah.
But not a lot of bite.
Yeah.
That's Patty.
Yeah.
She'll die if she hears that.
Yeah.
Well, we love you.
It's
Patty.
not true.
We do
It's
love
not
Patty.
true.
But listen, we saw it on the show, so I mean, it's not
Yes.
like you're
Yeah.
saying something we don't all know,
Yes.
and that's why her show was so great.
Yes.
But
correct.
Patty was very happy with her
her outcome.
Okay,
With
I
Well
love
Dressed.
that so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell everyone where we can find you guys, when the next drop is, how to stay current with Well Dressed.
Next drop is March 1st, but we have a couple in December.
Ella Langley, December
auction-
8th.
the
December
auction.
8th auction.
December 8th. And then December is going to be all like holiday treat luxury bags all the time.
I need a can you so
all kinds of ways.
I need a luxury
Oh, girl,
bag.
we
What
help
can
you
you
with
get
that,
them for?
girl.
Like, say your beautiful Christian Dior bag. What can you get that? Like, how much off can you get that for?
Well, I got that for about 60% off.
So what? I don't know how much a bag costs. So like, what would
Like
that
close
cost?
to
That's a $4,000. That's $4,000, but it's sold out everywhere. I got it for $1,750.
This is where you need to buy designer
Yes,
bags.
ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We have an insane, the like luxury bag program has grown immeasurably this
barely-
year.
So people are
Done
getting
anything.
rid of their luxury bags.
It is, so there is a small number of people in the world who have a lot of disposable income and buy a lot of luxury bags and then often don't even ever carry them. And then eventually are like, I guess I need to offload this, or I want to offload it. This is silly. I have, 15 of these sitting in my closet that I never use. So we've started building out this network of sellers who are people like that, who just like have these crazy collections sitting in their closet, a lot of which like literally still have the plastic on the hardware. Like they have never carried them. There's also a ton of sourcing from Japan. Japan has like a culture that is very, everything gets treated really well. Like they treat they're not like Americans like throwing things in the car and like overstuffing their bags. So the stuff, even the used things coming from Japan are like in great condition, and often have like their dust bags and their original tags and all that stuff. And so we built out this program. I love luxury. I am the bougie one of the two of us.
That's true.
It is very true. And it is like my passion. I love bags. Like I just love them. I've always loved them. I think they like change how you feel. I think they're such like they say so much about who you are. And so it's been super fun. But the answer to your question is yes, there are people. It's a small number, but then they just have these insane collections.
They have a lot.
They have a lot, and they're right. And they kind of don't. It's like just get rid of. They're not like. It's not like if I sold a bag. Every bag I have, I'm like, I remember when I bought that one. Like, I remember when Megan came with me to Nordstrom for that. Well, like,
it's a story.
It's a story. It's like a memory. I'm not that sentimental at all. So, shocking, I know. But I am kind of sentimental about my bags.
Okay.
These people are like the opposite. They're just like throwing stuff in a bin at random and giving it to us. So that is the best kind of seller. That is the seller we love the most.
We love
those
girls.
Because they're not like arguing with you if you say like, we need to mark this down. This price was, they're like, yeah, whatever, do whatever you need.
Okay, so when's the luxury bag sale?
Well, we're going to Atlanta. We're going on a road trip.
We are.
We'll probably live stream a bunch of it.
Absolutely.
We're going on a road trip to Atlanta to an undisclosed location where there will be a lot of bags, and we're going to do a like real-time live sale of all of these bags.
We don't even know what bags
We don't know what bags there will be. We don't know.
It'll be mid-December.
It'll be mid-December.
So we will make lots of announcements.
Yes.
We will make lots of announcements. It'll be mid-December.
Your husband will be prepared for your Christmas gift.
Yes.
That's
It will
the
be.
play.
It'll be
Get your
mid-December.
husband ready.
So are y'all announcing things on your stories, on your feed, or everywhere? Where people
Literally
catch?
anywhere,
Text.
anybody.
Email.
Text, email,
So get on your list. How do they get on your
Instagram.
list?
Yeah, you can get on our list.
Yeah,
We
how?
need to
Where's
build a
the
new
link?
Wait list out.
Yeah. Well, you can't get on it right now, but we'll fix that
We'll
today.
get a new
Follow our
wait list up.
Instagram, Well Dressed Official, and then you will find all the things from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys. Okay, this is so exciting. Y'all are such interesting people.
Well, then Caroline's you're gonna be in the next drop.
I don't know about this. Now that I'm hearing about all these people, I'm like, I don't think y'all might be greatly disappointed with me.
No, we
Yeah.
love it.
No.
That's the great thing about Well Dressed is that like you can either buy Zara, you can like get Zara to Chanel. Like we like the mix.
Okay.
The mix is really important.
I need to build up for a while and then I'll call you.
It's the high low.
Okay.
The mix is really important.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I always wrap up with leave your light. So people find you on Well Dressed Official.
Yes.
On Instagram, that's the main spot.
That's
Yes.
the best spot.
Okay. Next drop, December 8th, Ella Langley auction. We're going to have a designer bag coming up soon. And then another one in March, a full drop that's not an auction.
Yeah. What is the date of the March one?
March 1st.
March 1st.
Easy to
Taking it
remember.
March 1st.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put up the wait list.
Okay.
Yeah, we will today.
We will do that today.
Yes.
Yes.
I always wrap up with leave your light, and it's just super open-ended. What do you guys want people to know? Drop some inspiration.
Oh my God.
Liz loves these questions.
I know this
You
is
go
for
first.
you, Liz.
You go first.
This is, is specifically for you, Liz.
Leave your light.
Leave your light.
And if
Oh
you
my
don't
God,
cry,
I love this
if
so
I don't
much.
see tears, then we didn't go deep enough. I'm just
Your
kidding.
light.
I'm just kidding.
Can I just moan into the microphone?
Yeah, just
Or just some
continually
inspiration,
moan.
just some knowledge or wisdom that you want to share.
I think the thing I have a lot.
Oh, drop it all. Drop
I'm
it.
not going to drop it all.
Well, drop
But
a lot.
I think the thing that I want to see more people do is just like unabashedly be themselves. You know? Like just be you. Like do you. People will love you. People will hate you, but like the right people will love you.
Totally.
You know?
Totally. And it's so hard to be yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
We get so many layers and facades put on us and all these like filters of like growing up with, you know, and you just like, I just feel like you get all these like different lenses that just build up
around who you're like, even with, it changes with like who you're around.
And
but
sometimes you don't even know that you've put on these different face masks because they started so young. You don't even know you're wearing it. So it kind of is hard to get to who you are sometimes.
I think the older you get, like now.
Yeah, there's a reason that like 75-year-old women are like the bomb.
Whatever.
Yeah,
They're
they
the
don't
best.
care.
They don't care.
Yeah.
But I think right now, like I think probably y'all can agree to this too, is that like at this point in our lives, we're getting more to a place of like, oh, it's okay if everyone doesn't like me or love me. Like
If I'm just not
okay
their
with
cup of
that.
tea.
It's okay.
Yeah. If you wake up every day and you feel great about who you are because you're being yourself, then if someone's not
They're just not my person.
it is still
It's
okay.
okay.
It's fine.
I don't like everybody.
Yeah.
I don't.
Totally.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
like
do.
it.
Yeah, you do.
I don't want to hang out.
I mean, I like
You do
most
though.
people.
do like
you do like
everyone going,
everybody. It's very rare you don't like
It
somebody.
is very rare. It takes a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Um.
That's why y'all are great. You're black cat to her golden retriever.
Yeah.
I love that.
Liz
is like, I do not like everyone.
No, I
And
don't.
will not hang out with you all.
Absolutely not.
You probably honestly would not want to hang out with me a lot. I would get on your nerves. I would be someone you would be like, why are you crying all the time? Why do you want to talk
No,
about
I
every
think-
feeling?
No, I mean, if you didn't make me talk about why, you can cry and we can just continue. If I have to stop and be like, why are you crying? How are you feeling?
You should meet
did
my
I
husband.
say?
I will have him down here every single night and I will be like, you're acting weird. We're going to debrief this whole thing until you get to the root cause of why your personality is one tiny click different than it's supposed to be. I won't let you leave this room. You would hate being married to me. It's okay.
Well, y'all just want me meant to be married.
We're meant to be married.
No, but I love that.
We're meant to be married.
That's okay, great.
Yeah, we can still be friends.
Totally. I appreciate you, Liz. I'm like very inspired by you.
So I aspire to be in my feelings.
I feel like you're doing a better job, honestly.
Thank you.
I really do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would say what I think is the thing that have become like the clearest on has been that the stakes are just not as high as everyone thinks they are ever.
Okay. I love that. Break that
And-
down a little bit.
Like when you think you might want to try something new, like you might want to pick up a side hobby, you might want to try to turn your hobby into a business, you might want to try to have a side hustle, you have an idea you keep talking about, or you want to write a book, or the list is on and on and on. It's like I say that the GoDaddy is like the graveyard of dreams, you know, because you register your URL because you're so excited, and then like nothing ever happens because you're scared. And it's like nobody cares what you're doing.
Nobody cares.
Literally
Nobody
no one
cares.
cares.
Nobody cares.
Everyone cares about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about what you're doing. If you try to do something and it doesn't work, guess what? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Most people don't even know you tried.
And you're not a failure.
Most people don't even know you tried.
You just got information.
Yeah.
You just like learned something.
Totally.
And what if it does work? Right.
does?
And so I think I came from a family that was like, you know, everyone was doctors. It was all very regimented. Like my choices were like law school or medical school. And that wasn't for me personality wise. And it took a long, long time to get comfortable with the idea that like what is for me is like kind of controlled chaos. But also like when I did things that didn't work, nobody
cares.
People notice when you win, people notice. When you win, people want to have you do things and be on their podcast and whatever. No one's having you on their podcast when your business just closed. Like, it's not a thing. So, like, if it closes, don't worry about it. No one's paying any attention.
Yeah.
They're worried about what they had to cook for dinner tonight.
Yeah,
and I don't care.
They don't care. I just think like that was one thing that was really good about Eric is like I think that business school does give you that mentality in a lot of ways. It kind of can turn you into a princess. He wasn't really a princess, but he knew a lot of them. But it's like you do sort of get this perspective about how many things are tried versus how many work.
Right.
And that it's okay to try and fail. That is very much like a business school mentality. And I think that was really good for me at age 25 when I was about to go to law school to have somebody be like, you don't seem like a lawyer. Maybe don't do that.
Okay.
That was really helpful. So I think, you know, you just like, if you have an idea, just do it. Find the cheapest, easiest, dirtiest way to do it. And like, see if anybody will pay you for it.
I love that.
Before you decide that you don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah, because who cares?
Nobody.
Nobody cares.
Literally nobody except you.
Exactly. I love that. Okay.
That's my light. My light is nobody cares.
my light is be yourself.
I love it. You guys are so good together. I mean, y'all are such a dynamic
That's so
duo.
funny. Oh my God, I love it so much.
Freaking love y'all. Well dressed
Nothing matters.
official.
Nobody cares.
Nothing
Just
matters.
cry.
Nobody cares. I just want you to cry and feel your feelings.
I know.
So
I cried. I cried.
She cried yesterday.
I cried yesterday. I didn't cry yesterday.
You didn't?
There was
Even
a
in your
tear.
breakdown?
Oh yeah, no, I didn't cry.
Oh, wow. Okay, great.
I didn't cry. I was just screaming at the credit card company.
Oh, she had a breakdown.
Yeah, I just was screaming. No, I cried on Sunday though.
Okay.
I cried on Sunday at the airport.
Okay, I'm happy about that. Do you know I literally cry every day?
Yes, you told me.
I cry every
and
day.
you cried twice
crazy.
so far.
I cry every day. Something makes me cry every day.
Wait, do you think when you rewatch this back, you cry?
I will cry. I will always cry. I cry every single day.
That's probably
Something makes me
good.
cry.
That is good for you.
No, I'm a
Yeah.
4 on the Enneagram, so I just
Oh.
am so deep in my feelings. It's so annoying.
Oh my God, Bonnie made me take that test.
You're
That's
probably
the
like
test,
you're
right?
probably like an 8 or something.
She's a hard 8.
You're a hard
But
8.
so I'm an 8, but literally Bonnie was like, Bonnie, this is off.
I didn't
When
even need her to
podcast
take
is
the
over,
test.
You're
but we're
probably
just
a
still
2.
talking.
You're like
I'm a 2.
a
I'm
helper.
at 3-2.
A 3-2, a helper. I see. I can feel this.
So I'm an 8, and Bonnie made me take this test when we first started working together.
Well, you got to know. It helps you understand how they're wired, how people are wired.
She doesn't believe that.
No, this is my take on the test. You tell the test says, "Are you like this?" and you say yes, and then you say, "Are you like this?" and you say yes, and then like after 100 of those questions, it says, "You're like this," and it's just telling you told it. You answered. You told
but
it
you
what
get
you
to-
were.
it know yourself
It
more.
sets you off into the number that you are based on.
It
your
was like
answers,
good news. You are exactly what you said you were. Like
which is an 8, and then it
Good
just
news,
breaks it
you're a
down for
hard
you.
ass. We all knew.
So I was like, yeah, it told me what I told it. I told it and it told me back.
Yeah.
And Bonnie was like, that's exactly what Scott said.
That is exactly what my husband said.
What's he?
He's
Also
a
an 8.
9-wing 8.
Oh, so he's a peacemaker,
Yes, he's a peacemaker.
but he's also got that hard 8 edge that will
He
make
does.
it happen.
He does. Yeah.
8s are great. My dad's an 8, and he gets it done. Like, you want an 8 on your team. Like, an 8 is a good leader.
Yeah.
They are, but I mean, 8.
I needed 8.
You
I
need
needed
an
some
8.
8 energy
You need
and
8
well
energy.
dressed.
8 energy though, like growing up with an 8 dad though, and moving
Oh, I bet
a
that was
4,
hard for you.
Oh my gosh, yes, because he's
Have
like,
you worked through
The
that?
math
I've
isn't
done lots of
mathing.
therapy, but I
Okay.
mean, he's the best. But he's like, why are you crying? Like,
Yeah,
there's
suck it
no,
up.
like, there's no crying in baseball. Like,
Yeah.
let's just do this. Like,
Yeah.
you got opportunities, and he's
Yeah.
so right. Like, you are capable, you are smart, you are driven. Like, why?
Why
Yeah.
Why
Why
are
are
we
we
crying?
sitting here on the floor crying in our feelings? I'm like,
Agree.
he always says, I
Cosign.
want to buy the whole world a Coke and just like make everyone feel happy, and I want no one to suffer and all that. But he's like, but that's not the way it is. So like, let's
Yeah.
get to it.
Agree.
Let's get to work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. 8s are great though. I love an 8.
But yeah,
love an 8.
I still don't really you literally tell, it says, do you get annoyed
She's coming
when
back to it.
it's just the whole process. You literally tell it what you
I love it so
tell
much.
it
I
what
love
you
it so
are.
much.
It's not like, and then it gives you new information. You just told it what to tell you.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Liz
You're
is like, I
ridiculous.
gotta get to work. I can't be doing time with this. This is wasting
I
my
know.
time.
Literally, I need to go. I have about 12 more spots to fill for the March drop. So I gotta
Oh
work
well,
on that.
you're gonna get them.
Oh, I know. I just
Oh,
have to
I
figure
did
out who
made a
is
list.
the question.
I made a list.
So I have to figure out where
We need some of those mid-sized girls like
we
Anne
need
Hathaway
some
and Gigi
more-
Hadid.
Yeah, those mid-sized girls.
I love that so much. Well dressed official. You guys are amazing. I freaking love y'all so much. Thank you for
Thank you
coming
for
on.
having
Oh my
us.
God,
This was
Bonnie
so
and Liz,
fun.
This was awesome. Y'all are the
Queen.
best. Queen. Okay,
was
I want
so
to get on
fun.
that
Thank you.
backdrop.
Yes, girl.
Okay, bye.
Bye.